I am seeing some massively bullish signals for Ethereum BTC's trading pair. You guys should be so excited about this because Ethereum has been losing against Bitcoin ever since the 24th of August, where it fell all the way up here at 0.04319 to a staggering low of down 28%. But now everything has changed thanks to all these signals. I'm going to back up the truck. I'm going to explain everything in today's video here on Coin Bureau Trading. What's up? My name is Aaron Dishner from The Better Traders. Go ahead and subscribe now, like the video, leave a comment with what you've learned. Let's get into it. Now, I want to start without the proprietary indicators first. We're just going to go off of short-term overhead resistance that was started here on the 24th of August, not October, August. And then here on the 13th of September, this is where it was established. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know that we got pierces and tests of resistance levels. There's a pierce here on the 27th of October. We have a semi-test here, but then we have a clear pierce and the candle closed above overhead resistance on Wednesday this week. This in itself is awesome. This is a great sign because anytime we get a candle close above a resistance level like this, it is a huge, huge shift in the trend. Now, the other thing to point out too is that it matters how many days are held above these resistance levels. This is day 3, which is the third day we need confirmation for. So as long as Ethereum doesn't have this massive shakeout against BTC or Bitcoin pumps that leaves Ethereum in the dust, we should be good. That means that this resistance level becomes broken, but we have to wait until confirmation. Now, there are other resistance levels to watch and to pay attention to, not just short term. This is going to blow your mind. I'm actually going to zoom out a whole lot to the daily time frame. Actually, I might just make this the weekly because we need to look at a couple of things. For starters, Ethereum has really struggled against Bitcoin ever since September 2022. We know that it lost about 78% and it fell down to a price-based support level here at 0.01785. If you guys remember Ethereum's crazy comeback back over here in May, it rallied up 130%, the ETH BTC ratio did. So there are other resistance levels to watch. Namely, there is the all-time high resistance level over here in 2017 of June, connected to this next sequential high in September, connected to this next sequential high. And now we're going to go to the daily timeframes so that way you have the context and we get the right points. So back over here is where the next point is made. Okay, so here on the 7th of September. Since this time, since this line was established, we have had so many pierces, so many of them. Right here, right here, right here. But never have we been able to see ETH BTC go above this and just shoot off higher. In fact, it's just fallen. Even on this rally that we saw back over here in August, ETH BTC still struggled to hold and really push off of this level. It has been a long-term level of trouble for ETH BTC, okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then now 5 of these attempts to try to break above and hold above and push higher above this resistance level, but no dice. So the exciting thing that's happening right now is that ETH BTC is about to push above this level, this contentious level, which is great. Now let's put some indicators on here. To make it easier, TBT divergence, this is a divergence-based indicator focused off of price action, focused on volume, focused on RSI, a lot of different things. And it's pointing out either a bullish or a bearish divergence on the chart. Now, when there's a massive downtrend, we will get lots of these TBT bullish divergences. Like back over here, we had a cluster, which is that yellow tag, and it fell a lot further. So trust me, I know it didn't work out perfectly. But what's great about this is that it's not just getting a couple of these. And by the way, these right here, these yellow tabs, these are called clusters. A cluster happens only when there are more than 3 of these happening within 7 bars of each other on the daily time frame. We got a cluster here back on, what is this, October 20th last year. That was the first cluster since these two back over here, 2019. Okay? That's a huge deal, because if we go to the current date, we're looking at not just one, not two, we have 4 of these bad boys. They're telling us right now that this chart is primed to bounce from here. This actually is massive news for alts. And the reason why is because Ethereum leads the alt rallies that we have, the alt recoveries. It does. Even though it's an older coin, even though it has been underperforming for such a long time, when Ethereum does well, everything else does well. I'm going to go into more details why that is the case. But before I do, I need you to go down to the description below in this video. Check out the links that are down below. There'll be a link there for WEX or Weeks, however you say it, BYDFi and 2bit. All of these are awesome exchange partners that Coin Bureau has set up on your behalf. On BYDFi, you can trade and earn up to $10,100 in rewards. WEX has an awesome promo where if you deposit 100 USDT, you'll instantly get back 50 USDT as a welcome bonus. Plus, there's 2bit, which means that you can trade and earn up to 15,000 USDT. Plus, 2bit is supported on the alt trading platform. I made a video about that last week, just so you know. There are more deals available on the Coin Bureau website. If you hit deals there, if you go to the description where it says get the hottest crypto deals right there, scroll down and you can check out the Coin Bureau Club. There are lots and lots of posts. There's information, there's analysis, there's coin deep dives that are shared here by Dan, my co-host on this channel, as well as Guy and Nick from the main channel are posting on this Discord server as well. There are other exchange partners, other crypto tools to check out, including a discount here for our course of the Better Traders, 15 minutes to financial freedom. So I want to go over here on Weeks to look at the price action for Ethereum, because Ethereum, if you haven't noticed, has been starting to wake up. Everything has been falling lower and lower. We've just been getting these sequentially lower lows, and it's been feeling like, ugh. But the one thing that's different this time around is now Ethereum has this higher low. This could actually be interpreted as a negative. Why do you say that? Well, technically, we are setting up for a bear flag. So a bear flag is when we have a higher low to a higher high. This is not a good thing. This actually makes me a little bit nervous. But I want to show you something that's really great about this. And I need to change. Oh, it's not going to. Oh, yeah, here we go. Extend the right line. Awesome. So this was making me a little bit nervous earlier, but I want you to see this. Ethereum has actually broken above overhead resistance in this parallel channel. Now, we don't really have a touch point here on the top side for resistance, so we're just going off of this higher low. But the good news is that we've already seen Ethereum push above and break above resistance. This is actually an extremely positive sign. And when we compare price action between Ethereum to Bitcoin, it's like night and day. These two charts are not the same at all anymore. So again, drawing a parallel channel, Bitcoin is still in danger of having a parallel channel, as in a bear flag. If we see Bitcoin move up here to about $95,600 or so, and it tests it, and it doesn't go higher, it will most likely fall down and put in a higher low, which will be bad. It will establish a bear flag, which has a bearish outcome. No one wants that. So what is the invalidating movement? Well, it's when Bitcoin moves above overhead resistance. That's right, just like Ethereum has already done. Even though it's fallen back inside, technically, it's still looking good in my book. Now, there's more I want to show you over here on TradingView. Namely, it's the TBO. So the TBO stands for Trending Breakout Indicator. This is a really, really exciting indicator because it shows you the strength of the trend. Now, there's a couple of things we have to pay attention to. The first exciting signal that we have is this orange diamond, which is a TBO close short. This is a bullish reversal signal, especially when it prints very, very close to this green dotted line of support. The last time we got one of these was way back over here on this pump on May 8th, and this let us know if you're in a short position, you might want to close it because the price is most likely going to reverse. And boy, did it ever. So this is an early bullish reversal signal. TBT bullish divergences and the clusters are early bullish divergence signals, and they're early bullish reversal signals. So it's not just these yellow dots, these yellow flags here. It's not just the TBO. It's also our resistance levels here. It's also short-term resistance being above this. This is a massive, massive sign. So if I'm correct in my thesis, what should be happening next is Ethereum should continue to outperform Bitcoin. Now, there are some really good things that are happening here for Ethereum. Namely, Ethereum has popped inside of the cloud, which is a sign of being in bullish consolidation. Bullish meaning to the upside, consolidation meaning it's doing a bunch of this, it's dancing on its way all the way up here to the top of cloud towards $4,000. Now, before it gets up to that level, one key level you've got to watch is right here, 34.35, which is the October 10th low, which is also this level of contention here. You can see the price closing and opening, going above, struggling to really get away from this level 34.35. That will be a very tricky level for Ethereum to break above, which is still like 9% above the current price. That's one thing to keep an eye on. The second thing to keep an eye on is stablecoin dominance. I've already made videos about this before. Combined stablecoin dominance actually printed a second TBT bearish divergence signal on Tuesday this week after falling 5%. That was a great move, but the reality is that we need to see this fall lower. And when we see this fall lower, we also want to see Bitcoin dominance go lower as well. But the crazy thing is that Ethereum dominance is actually showing more bullish reversal signs. Keep in mind that Ethereum dominance is extremely closely tied to the price action of Ethereum. So if Ethereum does well, price-wise, ETH.D will too. But this is very similar to how ETH BTC looks right now, if not nearly identical. Pretty close. So the reality is that dominance is on the rise for Ethereum, meaning that the crypto market cap is leaning or allocating more funds to Ethereum. They're taking their stables, hopefully, and they're buying Ethereum with it. And if this is actually the case, we should start to see low cap and mid cap alts do really well. It's a little bit of a mixed bag right now, but we should see alts follow Ethereum's lead, which is what we're kind of starting to see. It's still a little bit early, not extremely, but it's still a little bit early. But the reality is that we have the momentum in play. We already have ETH BTC over resistance. We already have bullish reversal signs that are starting to manifest on the chart. Things are looking really, really good. The only thing that would absolutely wreck everything is if Bitcoin just absolutely dumps. Of course, because that will also lead Ethereum lower. But right now, the way things look, ETH BTC is looking strong, and this should actually give us another push up higher for alts. The level to watch, historically speaking, is right up here at resistance at 0.04163, which is about a 21% increase for ETH BTC. That will most likely correspond to some sort of top. If Ethereum has any type of a run, that will be a top target for sure. And if ETH BTC is going to move up 21%, I'm fairly certain we're going to see many, many, many alts do at least 2 to 3 times that easily, because Ethereum typically and historically drives the bull market rallies specifically for alts. I need you to watch this video next because it's going to help you understand how to just get better at trading, because that's literally what I'm all about. Watch this video, and until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.